Alrighty guys, welcome back to part 6 of the off-road mower build. Now it has recently occurred to me that we've been building this thing for just over a year now, and we don't even know if the engine runs, and that's really going to dictate what we're going to do with this build. So let's see if we can get this thing fired up. So for those of you who aren't familiar, this is a Suzuki GS500cc engine. In the last video, we welded in some front engine mounts, just very temporary, and the back's just sitting there. I don't want to go to too much effort. This thing's not going to run. I bought it unknown condition. I was told it did run, which I think it will, but let's just see. All right, so we've got the exhaust somewhat on there. Now it is hitting the chassis down the back a little bit, but I'm not cutting these extractors up yet because I don't know what we're doing with them at the moment. And I'm sure I can use something that's already there. So I've left this top bolt out because that won't go in, but that's fine. This is only gonna run for a couple of minutes anyway, and that'll be it. So I've heard off a couple of people that these things are really temperamental to run without the factory air cleaner box assembly, being that they've got all the vacuum lines. So we're gonna have to remove this steering column surround, I think, or support, and get some room in there for this thing to fit. Now, I do really wish I bought this bike as a whole assembly because it's quite difficult trying to work out where everything goes. Where the guy I got it off did actually label everything, so that was a real help, but I don't know what else I'm missing, so. Piss off. Broke me bloody good screwdriver. Do you know when you've really got a good tool and you love it? Well, I shouldn't have used that one on this. Alright, I wasn't asking. Grinder it is. Take that. Somebody saved me the trouble of removing one. How good's that? It's way easier. I might have missed the bolt. Okay, let's try that again. Oh. Wow, that was a little too easy. How's this for janky? Righto, so I've checked the oil. It's got heaps of oil in it. I thought it came without oil, but turns out it does. So the bottle I bought, I no longer need yet. Fuel, we've only got 2-stroke, but that should do for now. Gonna see if it's gonna go. I won't waste too much time on it. I really hope this doesn't fall off the stands. Righto, won't crank, I'll be back. Oh, why do I always get nervous about this? Attempt number 2. Oh. So I think what's going on is maybe the engine's on too much of a forward angle and the carbies are filling up with fuel and dumping straight into the cylinder. Because something just come out, I don't know what colour it was. Whether it was, I did lay this thing on its side when we brought home sort of thing, so maybe something's leaked out there, but anyway. Oh, yes! Ooh, yeah! There was a really weird noise when I turned that off, I don't know what that was. I seriously didn't have much hope in this engine because I read back through the messages and it sort of wasn't made clear that it was going to run sort of thing, so I'm really stoked that it actually runs. I do want to see if this thing will rev up. It does idle okay. Maybe let's see if it will rev up. Can't really put it into gear anyway because we'd have to hook up the clutch levers and stuff and get all that working. So at the moment, I haven't run it through gears. So we'll have to wait till then, I suppose. Yeah, once we've got everything hooked up, then we can properly check it. that sounds good. We just dump that straight out the headers and leave it like that, or do we put an exhaust on it? There's nothing saying we couldn't just side pipe this thing. I mean, it'll look pretty cool having some side pipes out here, maybe spitting some flames. What do you guys reckon? Drop in the comments. I'll leave that to you guys. All right, so I gotta say, I'm absolutely stoked. I can't express how awesome this is. I was literally ready to pull this engine out and try and find something else that was in a bike already, just because we had lines running everywhere, bit of wiring and stuff to work out, but it's worked out really good and it runs so freaking well. Now, we are really far away from getting this thing running and actually driving it. We could do a lot more in this video, but I think we've achieved enough today and I am quite under the weather, so I think I'll wrap it up here. So in the next video, we will be tackling the front steering because we need steering on this thing so we can actually move it around. And I've got a fair bit of suspension stuff to do, so some shocks in the front, and I've got a fair bit of stuff on the way for the airbag system. And then we can finally tackle that front spool, see how that's going to work. I still haven't really planned the disc brake setup and all that for that, so that will be in another video. And I am going to fix the rear camber on these wheels. I won't film that because I've already done that a few times and that was just another stuff up. So if you're new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button, drop a comment down below and I'll reply back. If you'd like to help support the channel and keep builds like this going, you can go grab your very own merch. Link is down in the description and every little bit helps keep builds like this going. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one. For you guys in the comment section, I'd like to nickname this thing, best comment wins a free t-shirt. Drop it below.